Yeah.
I can go and stand in the hallway then.
Yeah. Oh, Mark's got a stage blocker on the secret passageway as well, but you can go in the hallway anyway.
Oh, is there
Okay.
no one can get through there now?
Shouldn't be able to. Well, we can.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm always looking forward to trying to sneak there.
Yeah.
I could sneak up to the
Welcome to this week's news and updates. I am Laurel.
And I'm Donna, the other host here at News and Updates. Mark, our esteemed producer and the generous spirit behind this weekly Allspace VR news show. He's behind the camera bot, live streaming to everyone out in the metaverse and beyond. We have so much exciting news for you here from the Allspace VR metaverse, so let's get on with it.
So, this week is week 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe even 6 or more of many of you keeping the real world safe through self-isolation and ripping it up with the fun of not being VR. Yeah. So people outside of AltSpace have no idea of what they're missing. The party's here, right? Yeah, so we are so glad you were here with us.
And I have to tell you, losing track of days, if it wasn't for the fact that my husband works regular days, so I sort of keep track, every day, Friday's my day off, and every day feels like Friday to me now. It's just crazy.
I know. It's so weird.
So the regular update to Altspace VR, and I got a couple of them this week, came out with some bug fixes, usability improvements, and some goodies for event hosts and moderators. So let's take a look at these together, everyone.
So now you may report events when you are in Altspace VR. Just check the event in your menu, and if you feel it's violent and community standard, things. Too bad they didn't put the good things in on the general list, because that would have been much better. But reports are sent now to the host and the moderation support team. But honestly, we really hope that most of these alerts will not happen while we're presenting. We're not sure exactly how they're going to be happening because they can be really distracting. But we are so glad that we now have the ability to report events that are breaking the rules, as well as say nice things about the events. We're only hoping for nice things, right? Right?
Now, with the ability for anyone in Altspace VR to start an event, it is super important. Public events are safe for users age 13 to 100 or maybe more. So you guys, as a community, we want to work together to keep Altspace VR safe and inclusive. But please mark those events. We literally have people from all ages here.
Yes, indeed. I had the guy since the 90s, just a couple days ago, and I just, God, it was just fabulous. All right, a new kit has joined our Altspace VR kits in the World Editor, bringing us some of the long-awaited event items like stage blocking, contextual help interactive buttons, those are fun, and bleacher seats, and 2 kit items that take advantage of uploaded photographs here in Altspace VR.
So now the events kit includes a banner, so you guys know this, you could actually add photos at the website, altvr.com, and just look for the Photos tab. So you can upload them there in the sequence you wish the images to appear, add the banner or screen to the event, click on it, and move the image you wish to appear. The banner is great for signage in your event, and the screen makes doing graphic slides much easier than using slides.com or Google Slides. The screen and banner feature has arrows which allow you to line the image within frame. Just make sure that the uploaded images are optimized to keep the file sizes small. And please experiment with this with your next event. And you don't have to pay money to make sure that your images are optimized. There are so many free tools. Just Google. I'm not even going to give you one. Just Google it. There's lots of them. Take one. You can upload an image, bring it down to a smaller size, and then download it back. Okay?
Yeah. And this week was a bonus for events and event hosting, but also for moderation. So event hosts and moderators now have an update to the moderation tool that allows for reporting reasons for removing a user from an event. Now we call it kicking. It's actually called a removal. The options are the same as you would normally find on the block button options. So, but it adds noisy microphone, trolling, inappropriate content, and another with a form to add those specifics along with some other optional details. Now, what the other part of the form goes into the notification. So when you click something like trolling or noisy microphone, it goes into the notification the user receives after being removed from the event or the space as an explanation. So now, finally, when someone's kicked, they're going to get a little piece of information and not be whining about, I don't know why I was kicked out of this event. You know, we've all heard that, unfortunately. I wasn't doing anything. Yes, you were. But anyway, So also, the information is also sent to Altspace VR to their support for some reviews. I'm so tired of you
Now-
going, I wasn't doing anything.
Now, the update adds a new feature called Allow Reentry. And you guys, this is really cool. It's sometimes you want to remove, for instance, the most common one is a crashed avatar, right? We've all been at events.
Yeah.
We've seen that crashed avatar. And trust me, moderators, it's as annoying for you as it is for the people in the audience. Especially people taking photographs and taking video. All of a sudden, there's a crashed avatar up in the air. That's honestly one of the most common things that I block a person is because their avatar is up in the air, like just hanging there. So sometimes you want to remove that crashed avatar that's blocking views, or maybe you wished to give someone, now this is really, really important, wish to give someone a chance to change their behavior. You want to give them a second chance. Love that. And I've talked to so many people who they have a moment when they get kicked and they're very remorseful. They understand what they did and they're remorseful. This gives you the option to give those people a chance to change their behavior and actually become the kind of community members that we want to have, right? Don't we all?
Yay.
We all get second chances, and so giving them is really important.
Absolutely. And I quote this often, this is from the community standards for Altspace VR. And I think it's very important to remember this. To complement what Donna just said so beautifully, we are all new to VR at one time. It is amazing how far calm and kind communication goes with people that are perceived as behaving badly. Now, the word perceived is very important here. It may take a while for new users to figure out how this community works, just like all communities and societies. They might not know that they're doing something wrong or distracting. So we believe in respecting your audience until they don't respect you. And if they don't modify their behavior, boom, gone. I like this. Okay? But yeah, I agree with Donna. Give them a chance.
Yeah, it's awesome. Now, community helpers also have some new tools that allow them to moderate the info zone better, especially when it comes to new users with noisy backgrounds or communication with those who don't speak English, with the ability to text message new users in the info zone and using tools like Google Translate, welcoming new users in their own language to Altspace VR just became more enjoyable and inclusive. And it's really, we're seeing more and more people from different countries and that don't all speak English. So this is really important.
And I need to tell you on a personal note, I went into the info zone right after this was announced to test it. And the second person I met was deaf. And I now could communicate with them without all the friending business. That, I have to tell you, that was amazing to be able to welcome them to the community in a way that they could answer back to see that there was potential here for the hearing impaired. Oh, gosh, that was just amazing. Now, this drop these announcements. We have two more awesome announcements here. The first is a welcome to the Altspace VR community for our new events co-producer and community manager, Sam Houston. He goes by Q for Q on Discord and here in Altspace. Yeah. He's been an event contractor with Altspace VR, producing events such as the gardening events with Bean and others for a few months, and he was elevated this week to his new role. He has a long history with gaming, game development, VR, and community management. So we're thrilled to have him on board to help support the Altspace VR community. So if you see him around, say hey and thank you and welcome.
Now, the second is a huge congratulations to the LGBTQ plus and Friends community as they celebrate their drumroll third anniversary this week. May 6th, they will be hosting a 3-year anniversary party, and it is expected to be a huge bash. This group has done amazing things in the metaverse to ensure a safe and supportive space for everyone to hang, play, and stay. And we are so proud of all they've done and what they will do in the future going forward. So congrats to our friends there.
Yay! Oh, I can't believe 3 years. Doesn't seem possible. It's so cool. I remember it was a little tiny. Anyway, Love it. I love it. With all things news and updates from AltSpace VR, we report on these in our news and updates Discord server, and we invite you to join if you haven't already, where you will find all kinds of news from across the community and other news on VR News and Unity News and all kinds of other cool things. And you'll find also our YouTube stream and saved video links so you can catch up with what's gone on in the past. All right, Donna.
Okay, let's move on to some world building news. With the AltSpace VR World Building Discord closing, the official AltSpace VR Discord has expanded their world building channels to include a variety of support groups. Check them out at altvr.com/discord. And if you want to show off or promote your world, don't forget to use the show off and photos channel. Really important, you guys. People are looking at that, so make sure to include your photos.
Oh, we love looking at, if you've got a new world, please put it in there. Also post it in the news and updates so that we may feature it here. We definitely love doing that. Now, there's rumors flying that there's been changes to the AltSpace VR website, and we know that the search is broken right now for searching worlds, but we're starting to hear rumors that the development team is starting to move into the worlds area on the website, we hope soon, and fix it and get us more worlds. And we cannot wait to get that rocking and rolling. Right, Donna?
You know, the last time I used it, it still works. So I'll be honest, I didn't know it was broken. I just told my one group that they should use it. So hey, yes, fix that soon. We use it all the time.
Yes, we do.
It's I use the website a lot, you guys. I don't know if you do, but I use it to grab information, to find events, etc. Anyways, I am so excited to talk about this. Oh, my friend and yours, everybody's friend, Andy Fidel with Get Social, is hosting a world building tutorial event happening every other Sunday to help those new to world building. Now, she just did one. It's Saturday, I believe. She just hosted it prior to
did she
this afternoon.
She did one today. She did the today one too. So it may be multiple times.
Yeah. So make sure to check this schedule. We're so excited to have Andy join from the world building perspective. She is wanting to help you guys get started, answer your questions, connect with people. So if you're new to world building, look for someone with a green border around their name tag designating them as a community helper, likely in the campfire or in and around, and ask them for world building help and advice. We have some very helpful people around here eager to help. Sorry, the little pings are because I
can't hear them.
I apologize. I forgot to mute one of my computers. Sorry. Now, the World Tour Showcase. This is another one. How many people, give me emojis if you've been to a World Showcase tour. And if you haven't, you guys have to put this on your calendar. It happens Wednesdays and continues to travel to new and exciting worlds and revisiting old ones, working with world builders to showcase their worlds and introduce world building concepts and techniques to the community. This event has been running since last summer and continues to educate and inspire and showcase the most amazing talent we have here in AltSpace VR. Don't miss it on Mondays, right after on Wednesdays, sorry, right after the AltSpace VR 101. So on Wednesday, right after the AltSpace 101.
And there's some great stuff planned coming up. All right, as always, there are plenty of events to be found here in AltSpace. Opportunities to learn, be entertained, and not be alone in this time of isolation for so many. And tonight following the news and updates is Improv Night with Stevie Boy and Choseki, then a live music concert with Yunji of Universe, then the amazing Outer Space Music Festival with Evolve VR. I think it's like week 3 or 4 or 5 that they've been doing this, with a rated VR comedy talent, and The Late Show with Buddy, which is a fascinating new interview show, followed by the happy hour event at the Brooklyn Rooftop Bar. It's a busy night tonight.
What an amazing Saturday, right, you guys?
Yeah.
Now, as we scan across the calendar for other interesting events, we find that Michael McDonald of Gold Lotus is now presenting multiple classes a day in English conversation, helping those to whom English is not their first language. Sometimes it helps those of us who English is our first language learn how to speak better and improve vocabulary. So he was the mad genius behind the recent successful 24-hour English class fundraiser for Red Cross Italy, and an innovative and fascinating instructor. Can I tell you that you may go to an English class, but sort of what it feels like is that you're learning about whatever fascinating subject he's talking about today, and all of a sudden you realize that you're learning English at the same time, because he really, it's not like a spelling class or a vocabulary class. It's he's always got interesting subjects. So you guys, check him out. He must know Chuck somewhere in the universe. Chuck and him have come up with the most innovative ways to teach.
They do. It's beautiful. All right. So Altspace, you're going to talk about the other languages?
Oh, no, I thought I would miss that part. Sorry. Altspace VR has always been an innovative place for language classes and discussions in different languages. So check out the new Japanese, French, and other language sessions coming up, and work on a new language skill. Make sure to check them out, and you guys go through the calendar. These events, I love it when I see an event. This calendar hasn't always shown that diversity. So I love that people are stepping up and hosting these diverse classes.
Oh, that's wonderful. Evolve VR Recovery Dharma. It's an hour event that uses Buddhist practices and principles to heal the suffering from addiction, allowing us to meditate, reflect, connect, and heal. God, that's beautiful. No religious experience or belief system required. All are welcome. And it's just a wonderful experience and a fantastic, I love these innovative events.
Now, I have to say that I have not been an alcoholic, but these AA meetings sound really incredible, and they're only for people in recovery, so I cannot attend personally. But Scott's AA meetings have expanded to include a We Agnostics AA meeting for those challenged with the spirituality of the AA program, but still believing in the program itself. This is a highly moderated and sensitive group. So please help us in continuing to support and encourage. It's a much needed existence in our Altspace VR community. And honestly, I love when I check out how many people are in an event. I love that this support group, it's actually a collection of support groups that are out there. So you guys, it's an amazing opportunity, especially during this time where we're all sequestered in our own homes, that you can still continue things that you really need here in VR and Altspace.
Indeed. Oh, I hadn't even thought about that. Wow. Good point. Live Love by our wonderful and beautiful Donna McTee has expanded the offerings as well as multiple events weekly to engage and support those in the Christian faith, especially during this crisis. There are the devotionals, there are the after hours. I don't know how you keep up with it. All of the events that are going on there, and all are welcome to attend. And we want to applaud all the different groups and events here in Altspace VR that is reaching out to support our community right now. Love it.
You guys, it's so important. And what it's doing, by people stepping up and hosting events, they're taking that chance. You guys, it's a risk, right? Like it's a vulnerable thing to open up an event and see if people will come, etc. Our community is becoming stronger from it. It's deepening relationships. It's strengthening bonds. We're in this together. It's just that that community spirit of we are always in this together. And I love how this is happening now. This includes our friend Shani with her innovative mental wellness meetups. On Tuesday, she is offering real talk with real people dealing with isolation relief and avoiding isolation madness. The topic this week is building a strategy to defeat your bad mood. I hear lots of people talking about that online, whether it's in Facebook or Twitter or wherever in our social groups, how people are having, trying to deal with these bad moods. We're so close to this has never happened. I can venture to say it's never, ever happened that we've spent this much time with the people in our families or who are close to us. I don't care, even with our spouses sometimes, right? You guys, this is testing those relationships. So this is not, I want to emphasize this, Shani is not hosting a therapy session, but there are no public therapy sessions here in Allspace, but another great opportunity to share and learn tips and tricks, and to make sure you guys understand you're not alone. None of us are. We are all in this together, and we are all, like, there's all sorts of different feelings that you even go through in a day, right? And it's important to vent those. It's important to talk about them. It's important to understand that really everybody is in this together. I love that.
Together, wherever we go.
Oh my gosh, you guys,
There
we're
it
in
is.
for it now.
I know you are. I couldn't help it. I've been singing that for like 2 days in my head. All right, so Get Social brings us a VR community workshop on Thursday. This is a great opportunity for members of the VR metaverse in general to discuss how virtual reality brings us together and creates long-lasting connections in some of the communities, explore some of those community social norms, the etiquette, and the guidelines that make for a good digital citizen. Of course, you all are very good digital citizens. Yes, yes, yes.
Now, lights, camera, action. This is a new improv opportunity here in Allspace VR with Doza Cola, designated for mature audiences only. You guys, designated for mature. It's a chance to use your imagination and creativity as you act out skits on stage. It happens on Fridays.
Yeah, that'd be fun. I just love the creativity and the diversity here. We have so many things that are going on here in Allspace. We've just brushed the very tip of the different events that are going on here. The events calendar here at Allspace VR is expanding faster than our ability to report on it. There are concerts and classes and workshops and training sessions and entertainment of all kinds and game nights and video parties and lions and tigers and bears. Okay, so there's so much to do. But let us know if you find something new and you'd like us to report on it. Consider joining our team as a reporter covering the events. We'd love to have more people involved here in this event, and we'd love to get you more involved. So do check out that Allspace VR calendar for more information and details on all the events that are happening here, and you won't miss a moment of the fun. Woo! So we got through the news fairly quickly today.
And there was
Donna
still
and-
lots of it, yeah.
There's still lots left. Oh my goodness, there's so much going on. But we wanted to open the floor and ask a very, very important question. So I'm gonna get that raise hand button flipped on. And here's our question for you. So, how are you doing? Really? So, how are you using VR? How are you using Allspace? How are you keeping your sanity through all this? Because for many of us, we're at a midpoint. For a very few of us, we're at a beginning point. Some of us are at the long hair, need a haircut, need to shave, end of weeks of isolation point. How are you doing? Hit the raise hand button. Let us know, and we will call on you and amplify your voice and share. How are you doing, Lisa? Our lovely friend, Lisa.
Hello.
Hello.
I know you touched on before about how being stuck at home with family was trying for people. It works the other way as well. Some of us live on our own and we can't see our families anymore. I've solved this to some extent. I've given my go to my sister. She hasn't made it into Allspace yet, but we do watch movies together in big screen. So it's the closest thing I've got to being with her right now. My parents, well, they're in the 70s. It's not likely they're gonna embrace VR. So that's tough. But yeah, it's a way around it. You can still keep in touch with family members.
Excellent, excellent. I don't know if any of you saw the, it was BBC or Guardian. I think it was BBC had a news story on that in Nepal, 2 weeks of self-isolation used to be a cultural norm, where people who traveled the Silk Road, they'd come in and their whole villages and communities had an isolation center. It had its own name. And it was common for when you come back in, when you're traveling, the working traveler comes back in, he or she would have to spend 2 weeks in isolation. It was a part of the culture. It was a part of the process to be separated from the family. And the family supported it because it was a loving thing to do. And I thought that was just amazing. Even though it's difficult, they knew that with the sickness that they could pick up as they traveled around the world, that the risk was great to infect the family and potentially kill them or harm them in some way. And so it was a part of their culture. And maybe, maybe that's something to consider bringing back. But I thought that was a beautiful thing to know about. So thank you, Lisa. That was wonderful. I love it. Let me do that. My mom's 80 and she's really thinking about buying a Quest. So don't give up on your parents. All right. W Wolf XX00. You're on. Where's W Wolf? Did you use it as a toy? You're gonna talk? Okay. All right, not it. So let's see, we've got Artsy, and then we got Ancient. All right, Artsy?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, can.
Awesome. I am super grateful to have VR during this because it has just been, like she said below, I live by myself as well. So like having this social interaction is pretty awesome. Like everybody's been so nice since I just joined VR 4 days ago. And so like getting to meet so many people has just been absolutely amazing. I'm an artist, so like it's my business has taken a hit. So I created a gallery in here with the help of a few people, and like I'm overwhelmed with how much support I've gotten since I created it. So I'm just glad to be here.
Wonderful. What's the name of your gallery? Is it open to the public yet?
Yes, it's Artsy Arts Exhibition Beta. And it takes part in the virtual gallery that happens a couple times a week.
Excellent. Oh, how fabulous. Yes, I heard that those gallery events were going to be started, but I haven't seen them on the calendar yet. So I'd love more information on those. Fantastic. Oh, that's wonderful.
Thank
And
you.
welcome. That's what Altspace is about giving you an opportunity not only to meet, care, and connect, be social, but also to share your experience. So let's see, Donna, who else did we? Thank you. I'm so glad you're here. Who's next? Let's see. Oh, Ancient. Ancient, I won't say. You're next.
Yep. Okay, and here I think I have to give voice to all the introverts out here who actually like the way how it is. That I think current society put a rather strong bias towards being extroverted, and they are seeing that as a desirable trait. And sometimes it feels being introverted is something like you have to justify yourself to others for it, and as it is now, being isolated, well, for introverts, this is where they can actually live with it.
Yeah, beautifully said. It is so hard for so many people. Beautifully said. Thank you, my friend. Oh, wow. Speaking of introverts, I know Donna claims to be an introvert. How are you doing, my friend?
It's not a claim. It is a fact. And what's really ironic is that this self-isolation is my life. This is how I live. And so it's not a dramatic experience. I feel for people who it's a dramatic experience. For me, it is not uncommon to only leave the house once a week. I work from home. I've got VR. I connect with people when I want. I'm whatever, but I do miss now. I have usually an errands day, and I don't get to do my errands day anymore. And that's being out in the fresh, like that was why one time to be out in the fresh air and actually do something, even if I wasn't meeting people, I was, heading to the different 5 or different stores that I may shop at weekly. And so I do miss that, but I have to say that it's, so having said all that, I did say to my husband this week, wow, you know what, just going out to eat once, I sure wouldn't mind that. We've been bringing food in, but it would be kind of nice where somebody else does the dishes when we're done food or whatever, but getting out. And so, but I do feel for people, who, it's interesting seeing the other side, right? So for years I've been attending events and people don't have any, in real life, and don't have any idea how much you can love an event and be totally exhausted, like come home and literally disabled for 8 or 10 hours or whatever, just from what happened at that event. And so now extroverts are getting to see what it's like to be different than you are, right? So extroverts are and it's really, I think it's a wonderful experience. So we can experience what it's like for other people, right? I think it's a real eye-opening experience, one that we all hope ends soon, right? And oh my gosh. I mean, even just for all of the negative things, right? Like, oh my goodness, this pandemic needs to end. And we're all praying for that. But anyways, that's my 2 cents on the introversion.
No, it's beautiful. Thank you. This week, how are you doing?
Really? I'm good.
No, really. How are you doing? Okay.
Can you hear me? I
Yes,
don't
we
know.
can.
I got a bunch of pop-ups, so I wasn't sure if you could hear me.
Yes.
Yeah, actually, what's been interesting with myself is a bunch of friends of mine. We all have VR headsets because we work together and we work in VR. And these are my coworkers that I work with, and they're my friends and my coworkers, and I haven't been able to see them for, you don't get to see them that much under these conditions. So we've been having work meetings in VR in AltSpace. So we've been meeting in AltSpace and having working meetings in AltSpace. But the biggest challenge has actually been because we don't get to socialize at work, we tend to socialize too much in our meetings, and we're not getting enough work done. Just because it's a chance to chat with your friends, and it feels like you're all there and you get to chat. And so it's like, it's cool, right? And so, we're having to we sort of have been dividing them into a chat first, and then we get down to work. So it's been great.
I love that. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. All right, wonderful. Thank you. I love that. Little productivity. Okay. All right. Joseph, you're on.
How I'm doing really with this pandemic spiritually, I feel empty a little bit with all this pandemic, and knowing that for those people who believe in the spiritual type things, and yeah, really.
Okay. Well, I feel for you, but what is amazing is that we have resources that are here that allow people to really open up and really share their thoughts and their opinions and their religious beliefs as well, whatever they happen to be. It's lovely that we have places. You have your church, and it's great that people have a place here to share. So excellent. I'm glad that you're helping, and I mean, as in excellent as in, I'm glad you're doing the church, and I'm glad you're reaching out to people. I'm heartbroken that you feel bad about things, but I'm glad you're here. Mm-hmm.
It highlights something that's important, I think, that it's important to talk about. And so no matter what those feelings are, and no matter how they change regularly, that it's important to find spaces and places and people to talk with, whether it's one-on-one or whether it's in a group setting, whether like you get here in VR in AltSpace, you can find a place with people that think like you. That's the beauty of the diversity, that you can find places, but it is really important. And even if it's not comfortable for you, there will be a lot of people that even say, even for therapy, right? It's not necessarily comfortable, but you do it. Well, that's the same with conversation, just about feelings. It's our non-therapy, but therapeutic to have a good cry every once in a while, have a good laugh. We all need to have good laughs among these times, right? If you listen to the news, oh my gosh, you are like beyond afraid, but it's just so sad hearing about parents dying without their children and kids dying and fathers and mothers dying because leaving their young families. All of these tragic things, all the health work, there's so much tragedy to talk about or that we listen to. It's really important to just vent and get those feelings out about how you really feel. And that's one of the great things that VR affords us, that opportunity. 24 hours a day, you can come in here 24 hours a day and find people that are feeling like you, right? We're all in this. When have we ever actually, Coca-Cola's been trying to make us feel like this forever, but we actually are actually in this one together.
Yes, we are. Diamond. Well said.
Hello. I wanted to say, I'm very comfortable by myself, but I never intended that to last this long. I mean, I at least would like to get out every once in a while. And so my friend, who is very extroverted, pulls up her car outside my condo and brings me some tea, and I sit on my step, she sits in her car, and we visit. So, we've had to create new ways of connecting that will honor the social distancing, that, AltSpace has saved my life through this because I can come in here, I can stay busy, I can do things with other people, I can be by myself. Artsy, I wanted to tell you, I love your art. It's beautiful and it touches my soul. And I'm so glad that we're creating communities of all different kinds, of just such a diverse group, so that we can appreciate and just honor one another. So thank you for sharing your art with us. Donna and Rel, you guys are my best teachers ever. And I will forever be grateful to you. And so, anyway, I had a meltdown last week. I'm not going to have another meltdown, but
No meltdowns.
but thank
no
you
meltdowns.
so much. No meltdowns. And Karen,
All right.
thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Oh, thank you, Diamond. Hearts, 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 hearts. Wow, this is beautiful. That's one of the things that, I'm sorry, I've been on online communities for a very, very long time, too long to mention. And the love and the beauty that is here is just amazing, absolutely amazing. Whew. So, all right, Darren, you're up.
Okay. Hi. Yeah, I just wanted to say, I got these dismiss all of a sudden when I did that. Anyways, I just want to say it's like an oasis here, little oasis away from everybody else. And it's really nice to be here. You can do a lot of things here and see a lot of people here. It's almost like going to another world without going anywhere at all.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful, Darren. Thank you.
So a Quest or a Go or maybe free. I'm in 2D right now, right? So that actually is my. So,
I love it. All right, we've got a few more. We want to hear from you very quickly. Asher, you're on. Asher? Asher? I can hear Asher.
What?
So, Asher, I'm not going to be judgmental, but I think Asher needs to go back to his school. Okay, all right. So, let's see. Alex, you're on. Alex?
Yes, sorry, I didn't hear my name.
That's okay. Hi.
I just want to say I certainly don't feel isolated right now in this large group of people. I get nervous speaking in front of groups of people. I normally have anxiety, which I'm feeling right now, and that only means that I feel like I'm in a group of people, I guess. I just wanted to point out the best part of AltSpace for me is the expression of art and how you can share art no matter where you are in the world. And I've been to Artsy's art gallery, and it is stunning. If you haven't been there, you'll be blown away. She has more talent than I've seen anywhere in real life, and I found it here in AltSpace. and it's amazing. And there are several artists that we are in a group sharing our artwork together. And Artsy is easily one of the best. So if you haven't been there, you should go. But that's the best part of AltSpace for me, and that's sharing our art with the world. And I've made friends within the past few months that I've been on AltSpace from literally all over the world that I could have never possibly met before. So I certainly don't feel like I've been separated from the rest of the world because of what's going on right now. And that's all I have to say.
Oh, I'm glad. So if people in the room too couldn't hear Alex, even though he was on air, but he's just saying how Artsy's gallery work and whatnot is so absolutely beautiful, and how he doesn't, he has anxieties, but feels like he's not alone here. Is that a quick summation, Alex?
Yes, I don't know if they can hear me, but yeah, I normally feel anxiety speaking in front of groups, which I do feel now, meaning I don't feel isolated. I feel like I'm in a group of people, for sure.
You feel like you're in a group of people and not feel isolated.
Yes.
Well, I have a little bit of, here's a little tiny bit of advice that I actually heard somebody else who was training someone said, don't imagine these are real people. Imagine they're cartoon characters and the anxieties will go away. And that for that person, it helped. So I don't know. For those of you who are in room 2, which is with Serenity, I believe, if you should be able to, you only have a couple minutes to try to re-enter. You can rejoin the event. You may come into the first room. We do have room in here. But Karen, let's start with you. Hopefully, Karen, you can be heard. I'm not sure where you are. Karen?
Right here.
There. Okay. Hi, Karen.
Hey, Laurel. I just want to say I tend to be more on the, I love being at home. I'm a homebody. And so I've really enjoyed this. God help me when I look and see what responsibilities I've shoved out of the way. I was in the middle of cleaning my office, and now I'm taking a Unity class with Nicholas, and spending a lot of time on that. I need to be in VR a little more. I mean, in AltSpace. But, I have to say that I have to agree with Diamond. This AltSpace is the most beautiful community, and I have made some really strong friends here. And I don't want to say they're replacing my real life friends, because I still have those. We just, have practiced social distancing, but I feel so close to so many people in here. Diamond is one of them. And I think this AltSpace in particular, and the coronavirus in general, has forced us to come together, or brought us together, not forced, but brought us together here. And it's just such a nice community. I mean, the vast majority of people in here are really, really nice, and I just am so blessed to have had the opportunity to be here and make friends here with these beautiful people.
Oh, hearts at you. Thank you. We feel the same. You're amazing, amazing. I love it. Thank you. All right, we have one last one we're going to do, and then we need to wrap this thing up. So, Aaron, God, I love this. I could do this all day. Aaron, you're on.
What's happening?
Aaron? Hi, you got a microphone? Yeah.
Hi.
Hi. Okay.
Why are we social distancing again?
Okay, so thanks, Aaron. That's a good wrap up. All right. Donna, some last words on this before we close everything out?
It's like I said, it's bittersweet. It's heartbreaking. This whole experience has so many sides to it. What I've been thinking about this week, particularly this week, I go through the calendar multiple times a day and just try and keep track of who's hosting events, what the event is, who's hosting it, etc. And the explosion of people that are contributing from our community to the event schedule is mind-blowing. I love it. And what keeps being in the back of my mind is, and also to caveat this, in my real world, so I've been talking about it on LinkedIn or on Twitter, is what will we keep with us when the fear and of the pandemic is over? Because we're all learning amazing lessons. People are saying it all the time and being really vocal about what they're learning. But what will we keep with us when the pandemic's over? So looking at that AltSpace schedule, my hope is that this carries on. We quickly build those bonds really strong, that at a point in time when we can again go out in public, which who knows when that will be, but that we still have, that our real life, we don't disband our real life community, but that this for a lot of people, this is real life. I have this little debate with a friend of mine all the time where he says this world isn't real, and he's in Altspace all the time. And for me, it is really real. I said I'm home 6 days a week. I don't have that community outside my home. For me, this is real life. And I just hope that we carry this on. And so as we're doing things, I'm just amazed. I'm very often just speechless by the things people are contributing, and the skills and the personalities and the gifts that are coming out of people, right? You walk into a room and you just can't believe what you're seeing. Now, improv night, center stage, those kinds of events have been highlighting skills and gifts within our community for a long time. But now, instead of participating in someone else's event, people are taking the risk and the vulnerability to host their own event and bringing communities together. And isn't that just the richest thing? Oh my gosh, you guys, we are so wealthy without dollars.
I love it. All right, take us out.
Okay. So remember, the conversation doesn't stop here in Altspace VR. Check out the various Discord groups we have for the Altspace VR community and for all the activities. There is the official Altspace VR group to keep up with the activities and events in Altspace. And like us, many long-term events have very active Discord servers just waiting for you to join and be a part of their community inside and out of Altspace VR. We have a list in the lobby just for you.
And that is all for Altspace VR. And, sorry, oh my gosh, I can't even get the words right here. It's all for the news and updates about Altspace VR. It's not all for Altspace. We almost made it through without a snafu. Okay, so it is
It was so close.
So close, and I messed it up. All right, it is all for this week's news and updates. And you can keep up with the Altspace news and updates by subscribing to our event through the channels tab on the altvr.com website. Join us on Discord, and you can watch the live stream of past events and whatnot on our YouTube channel. We just added we haven't. It's been there for a while now. The Altspace VR announcements feed to the news and updates server, so you don't even have to hang out there. You can just hang out in ours. No, you do hang out there. But we are here to keep you updated on the news in Altspace. Please tell a friend. Share our Discord and YouTube channels so others can keep up with the news in and around Altspace.
Now, if you would like to volunteer to help us out, and we hope that all the conversation today about volunteering may have sparked some initiative in you, we would love for you to do so. We need your help. We need people to help film and live stream. We need people to supply us with photos and news from events and activities. We need writers, editors, moderators, backup hosts. So if you'd like to help us out, let us know on our Discord server or after the show.
And we want to thank all of our beautiful moderators that are helping us in the different rooms we have here, all of the amazing people, Donna and Mark and everybody here. So if you want to stick around, we will be here after the show to have some chat with you. And thank you everybody for making this work every single week. We love you. Thank you. Be safe.